Greetings from Great Britain and the entire British Commonwealth, including England, who has the emblem of the rose, Scotland, who has the thistle, Wales, the daffodil, Canada, the maple leaf, Australia, wattle, and New Zealand, the silver fern. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself, Sir John Alfred, who is a royal groundskeeper for several years and a real friend of our family, and carer of my beloved corgis when I am unable to do that. Secondly, please welcome Newt. You want to lift him up, Sir John? People in the back maybe can't see him. I love my dog. I was given my first corgi when I was 18 and bred her. In fact, at one time I had 10, all descendants from her, but there were in all 30. We came across the Atlantic to encourage you, the members of the Essex chapter of the Daughters of the British Empire, and your guest at this delightful tea party. I have heard of your motto and objectives. My family and I have similar endeavors in Great Britain. Yesterday, I was in Manchester opening hospitals and encouraging them. Philip was with me, and I'm so thankful he is better, having had stents in his coronary artery earlier this year. Well, actually, it was the end of last year. I'm sorry, I'm a little jet lagged. Most recently, the younger members of my family have relieved my husband and I for the more strenuous trips due to our increasing years. Prince Charles is, as we speak, ending a Scandinavian tour with his wife Camilla. Prince William and Catherine went to Canada and briefly came to California, and finally Prince Harry was in the Caribbean and Brazil earlier this month. However, I could not resist coming to see you all in this beautiful part of California. I understand that one of your members with Suffolk, Essex, and Cambridgeshire connections is unable to come today since her husband is ill. My husband was unwell, I mentioned the stents, over Christmas a few months ago, and we carried on, and I gave my annual Christmas speech. This reminds me of your motto, not ourselves, but the cause. In 1951, my father, King George VI, became ill, and he passed away on February the 6th, 1952. Prince Philip and I were in Africa, and he, Philip, broke the sad news to me, but it was also awesome, as I was instantly queen. This year in Britain, we are celebrating my Diamond Jubilee. That is 60 years since my coronation or crowning, a spectacular event in London at Westminster Abbey. My grandmother, Queen Mary, died just 10 weeks before, but once again we carried on. What is your motto? Queen Victoria was the first British monarch to mark 60 years on the throne in 1897, and when she passed away, it was 64 years, so I am merely second. She was a great lady. In closing, I wanted to remind you all to keep up the good work of caring for the less fortunate, and I wish you God's blessing in your endeavors and in your families.